really well for you. Okay, so let's jump into this checklist. So just so you know, in the description below, there'll be a link where you can actually get this. So it's everything that we're talking about in this video today. So charting the feet, and then you have your checklist, okay? So there's two parts to this checklist. One is visual. So when you take off the socks, you get some feet in front of you. What do you see, right? Where are we gonna look? What is important information to start the chart? In part two, it's more of when you're actually moving the feet around, what do you feel, right? And then you chart that as well. So I broke it up into that way. But as you get more familiar with charting the feet, you're going to do your own method. Like, for example, I don't even use a chart sometimes, right? On the very first client, I will use a chart on maybe on the following, depending on what's important to chart. And if I need the outline of the feet as an indicator, then I will use my chart. But if not, I will use maybe the back, right, for session 2 of just a blank sheet. So there's no real way, right, wrong way to do this, right? Again, it's really up to you. So let's get into the checklist really quick here. So first one is we're going to look at the overall view of the feet, okay? So first you want to check if the feet look similar to each other, okay? So does the left foot and the right foot look similar? Because sometimes you're going to get feet that are, maybe the left side is really skinny, the other one looks swollen, right? For example, like that. You also want to always relate this to the person you're working with, right? So if they have, if they're really slender build, and they have these swollen, sort of stocky looking feet, and there's something not working there, right? So that's something to indicate, right? Like these feet don't match the person. And that, you might not want to tell the client that, but it's just information, right? Like something, there's a disconnect there, right? So you can kind of just keep that as information. And a lot of these things that you're going to be marking down, you might not know what the answer is, and that's totally fine, right? And maybe you shouldn't even know it, right? It's just information at this point, okay? So you go over, how's the left with the right? Do they look similar to each other? If they do, cool, move on to the next one. If they don't, write down how they look different, okay? Check the shape of the feet, right? So what are the shape of the feet? Does something stick out differently? And as you get more used to doing this, you're going to notice more and more feet, and you'll notice that, some people are a certain way. But again, relate it to the body, right? If they have, if they're a round person and they have rounder looking feet, then yeah, perfect, right? So you don't really need to indicate if there's something that sticks out as far as their shape, but just look at their shape, right? Some people have wider here to the heel there. Some people are, their toes are all squished into high heels, for example, and they get more here, and they have bunions and things like that show up. So just indicate the overall shape of the feet, right? And again, always compare right with left. Then you're going to look at the angle of the feet. So when they're relaxed, right? So make sure that they're relaxed. Does one sort of flop over this way or in this way or forward or backwards? So you can just sort of indicate that way, right? I get very common to be kind of like this, right? So one's leaning a little bit forward and the other one's sitting that way. Another one is out like this and in like that, right? Again, we don't have to know what that means, just it's information, write it down. Then we're going to look at the texture of the skin, right? Does it look smooth? Does it look oily? Does it look sweaty? Does it look wrinkly? Are there little certain pockets of dry skin versus, really smooth skin, right? So these are all things to just write down texturally what you see, right? So at this point, we're not touching the feet, so we can't indicate that, but it's really good to start writing down the texture. And then check where calluses are, right? Like, do you see calluses over here? Do you see calluses up here, over there, around the heel, right? At this point, we haven't been touching, but we'll check that out in part 2. But just overall check for calluses, right? Do we have calluses in here? Do we have any other odd calluses on the toes, right? So again, when you're doing this, check all over the feet. But for this little section, we're just checking the main sort of overall look of. Check where lines are, right? Any type of indication of where lines are. I don't know if you can see on these feet, but for example, I would see these lines here as being important. This is a line here. There's actually a cut here. So if this was somebody's foot, I would definitely indicate that. So any type of lines, right? Any type of weird, sort of unfamiliar lines that show up, right? Anything that jumps out at you. And then we can go down into smaller detail, and that means checking out the toes, going down sort of from the out focus, zooming in, checking out all the toes, right? So size of the toes, right? In between each other. So, you know, some people might have a really big, round, big toe, and then all the rest are kind of small. So indicate that, right? Maybe they're all kind of puffy toes. Write that down. Maybe they're pointy. Maybe they are, you know, there's calluses on certain things like that. So just write down all that information. Then you want to check out the angle of the toes, right? So the shapes are one thing, but the angles, where are they pointing, right? You get some toes that overlap, right? So you'd indicate little arrows or something like that, whatever you think would be good. Some toes are forward, some toes are sticking up, not touching the ground, so up in the air like that, right? So again, the challenge with charting is that we're dealing with a three-dimensional foot here, and the chart is two-dimensional. So any type of indication of how you can draw that or indicate that is really important, right? So which way they're pointing can give you lots of information. But again, you don't have to know what they mean. Just indicate it, write it down, right? Move on. Check out the nails, right? Condition of the nails. That can give you some information as well, right? Some people have little tiny fungus or things like that in their nails, or they don't. Maybe they look after their nails really well. This is all information for you, right? You know, maybe there's lots of ridges in their nails, horizontal or vertically, right? So just to check out the condition of their nails, right? Will give you some more information to work with there. And then you want to check out any type of unique qualities, right? So do they have any cool moles anywhere? Do they have a tattoo that they've put on their foot, right? This can give lots of information as far as their choices that they make in their life, right? As far as, you know, right and left, those feet mean something different to certain people, right? So putting a tattoo in a specific spot took some time and planning and a decision, right? To put something there. So what does that mean, right? You probably don't know, but it's nice to chart it, right? Any moles, any type of other, maybe some kind of birthmark or things that you see, some bruising, some different coloration, something that's kind of like unique to their feet, right? Like I mentioned here before, there was it was a line, but it's also maybe a cut. So indicate that, right? Something unique, something that's different, right? So that is a lot of stuff to just check over, but you want to do it quite quick, right? You don't want to just sit there and spend, you know, half an hour on just looking at the feet, right? You might when you're first learning, and that's totally fine, but you want to get this process really quick and snappy so that you can find out information quick, right? Write it down. Later on, you can figure out what it actually means, right? With discussion with clients and stuff. But you'll notice as the sessions go, some of this information might start revealing itself. So that's really where it becomes quite cool. Okay, and then you want to get into actually physically